Hi everybody, welcome to my first ever YouTube video. I showed you today how to do this makeup look. This is great for just a normal day in Dubai or wherever you are in the world. This is great for picking up your kids, running to the mall, or even grocery shopping. But whatever you use it for, I hope you enjoy the tutorial and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Okay, so I've already put on my moisturizer and now I'm going to use my Becca primer. The purpose of this primer is to give your skin a smooth kind of canvas to start off with for the makeup application. It also minimizes the appearance of fine lines, which in my case is a good thing. So I put this on my face, smells nice. And it's just going to set on my skin and prep my skin for my foundation. Next, I'm going to use my Dior Skin Nude Air Serum. And this is shade 010. I like this for the summertime because it is extremely lightweight. As you can see, it's very, very liquidy. So that can be a little bit difficult to work with at first because it can feel a bit runny if you're used to a creamier foundation. However, if you can look past it and try it out, I am sure you're gonna like it because it is just such a nice, pretty foundation. It gives me such a nice finish to my skin. It's not too heavy. I love wearing heavy makeup, but at this time of year, it's just impossible. And I always put it on my eyelids just to kind of give my whole face an even look to it. And now let's move on to concealer. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. All of the makeup I'm using today, by the way, you can find in Sephora at the Dubai Mall. This is a really nice lightweight concealer. This is perfect if you have fine lines underneath your eyes because it's not too heavy, so it's not going to settle in those lines and make your eyes appear creepy, or look older than they actually are. And I use this just to kind of even out my color of my skin. Sometimes it just looks a bit dark and it just makes my eyes also look a little bit brighter. So now I have my foundation and my concealer on. Next thing I'm going to do is put on some pressed powder. Dior Forever Compact. And I just love this powder. It just gives my skin such a nice airbrush finish. And I blot it on with a brush. This brush I actually bought at Boots. I put it on my chest and my neck as well, just to make everything look even. And as you can see, there's already a huge difference to the appearance of my skin from prior to me putting on the primer. The next thing I'm going to do, this is completely optional, is I use this Too Faced Shadow Insurance Eyelid Primer, and you just need the smallest amount, and I just dot it on my eyelids. This just helps my shadow go on nice and even. And the key with this product is you need to let it dry before you put on your eyeshadow. So now I'm going to move to my brows. And using this Anastasia brow powder in the shade Caramel. I just brush my eyebrows kind of up. And I'm just filling in my brows and evening them out. The trick is you're supposed to start lighter and work your way up to darker as you go towards the end of the brow. This is a contour kit from Marc Jacobs. This is shade 20 Dream Filter. And I'm going to just slightly contour my nose just a little bit. I just like to do this. This is by no means necessary. And I'm not going to do a crazy heavy contour because this is just kind of everyday makeup and there's absolutely no reason for me to go crazy with it. So I'm only doing this just to give my nose a little bit of a definition, to kind of slim it out a bit, and it just sort of makes my face look a little bit more put together, if that makes sense. And then I just use a light in the middle. Depending on your nose shape, sometimes you want to do your contour a bit differently. And if you're not really sure how to do it, you can look on Pinterest actually. If you look up my Pinterest, The Beauty Magilist, you will see that I've pinned a bunch of different ones. So you can go right to my Pinterest and figure out exactly how to draw your lines. That's it. So now I'm going to put on my blush. I'm using this NARS Impassioned Blush. This is a very light color. If your skin tone is darker than mine, you will probably need a darker blush. This blush is very pale, but I like it because it just is really natural looking on me and gives me just a very pretty, feminine, rosy glow to my cheeks. Now what I'll do though is I'll take this buffer brush and I kind of just buff the color into my skin. It lightens it up a bit, makes it look not quite so dramatic, and it just blends it into my skin, which is nice because then it really stays on during the day. And it also contributes to that whole airbrushed natural finish that I'm going for today. I'll now take my bronzer and I'm just going to bronze my face. This is the Laguna Tiari bronzer from NARS. It's limited edition, but it is in the stores right now. And I kind of just suck in my cheekbones. Think of it as doing a 3 on your face. You start here, so here's the first 3, and then let it come down. And that's how you should think of doing your bronzer. And I will blend this in at the end. I like to use bronzer because it gives my skin just a beautiful, warm glow. Okay, and I'm just gonna put on a tiny bit more blush. All right, so my eyelids are now feeling nice and dry. I'm going to use my Tartelette palette. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I use this palette quite a bit in my videos. I just love it. If you don't have any eyeshadows or you just want that one palette and you have a light to medium skin tone, go for this one. It just has all these wonderful colors in it, and you can really use it for natural makeup or you can really vamp it up at night. It is extremely blendable shadows and they're easy to use. Some shadows are just very difficult to use. They hardly blend and you just have to do a lot of work. Not these ones. Okay, so I'm gonna start off taking this brush right here. Taking this brush, and I'm going to just take the light color and put it all over my lids just to, once again, give it that kind of even starting point. And so next I'm going to take the blending brush and I am going to use this shade in the middle here, and all I'm going to do is a windshield wiper motion above my, where the crease in my eyelid is. This is just going to give me a nice definition. If you have eyelids that just have some loose skin, easy thing to do, just pull. Like that, and that will give you just a really nice flat surface to apply your shadow on. But now what I'm going to do is just take this brush and go over it just to kind of really blend it into the skin and to make it look not as harsh. And I'm just going to go back to that light color and I'm going to put it up here to kind of highlight underneath my eyebrow and to make sure that that shadow is looking a little bit more blended in. Now I'm going to take this pink shade right here and I'm just going to put it on my lid, basically dotting it on where I did not put that blending shade. And I am just going to take this brush here and just kind of blend it in together. Go back to this shade right here. And what I like to do is to put a little bit underneath my eye because it makes my eye look more open. I feel like to blend that in a bit. And using just this fluffy brush, this was our step is to curl the lashes. This curler is from a brand called Surat Beauty. They are not available in Sephora, but they are available in the new Robinson store in Festival City. And before I put on my mascara, I'm just gonna quickly put a little bit of this black kohl liner, just this black eyeliner, just underneath my eyelashes. It's called tight lining. And I do that because if you look at my face, you can actually see the skin underneath my eyelashes. And this just blends it in. For my mascara, I use a mascara primer. This is Dior Show. I like this because it holds my curl on my lashes and it doesn't allow the mascara to kind of bleed and get underneath my eyes. I have a big problem with that, but when I use this, it's not an issue at all. While it's still wet, I immediately put on my mascara. I'm using today the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara. I just went to an event for this product and I have to say I absolutely love the mascara. And I am very picky about mascaras, but the brush is nice. Alright, I just got a little bit on my eyelid, but I'm actually kind of happy I did that because I can show you guys how to fix it. One key is when you get mascara on your skin, let it dry first before taking it off. If you try to take it off while it's still wet, you're gonna run into some serious issues with the mascara smearing all over. Now, while the mascara is drying, I'm going to put on my lipstick. Sephora liquid lipstick. If you are a lady on the go, too busy to keep reapplying makeup all the time or reapplying your lipstick all the time, this is what you need. It is so nice to wear. It's comfortable. It's easy. It stays on forever. You'll forget that you even have it on. And it is really cheap. I think this retails for about 69 dirhams in Sephora. And I'm using this Kylie Cosmetics. Okay, this is the one product I'm using today you can't find in Sephora. This is the Posy K Lip Liner. Put on liquid lipstick, the trick is to put on the first layer, wait about 30 seconds, and then put on one more layer to kind of lock it in. While I'm waiting for that, I'm going to just put a tiny bit more bronzer on. Blend it through once more. And put on a little highlighter. This is a Becca highlighter in the shade Rose Quartz. My highlighting brush from Anastasia, and this just kind of goes on top of your cheekbone. And I always like to put a little bit on my nose and a little bit going down the bridge of my nose. And if you want, you could put a little bit above your lip. I probably should have done that before I put on lipstick. Oh well. One more layer of the cream lip stain. I'm just going to take this Q-tip and kind of wipe it right over the areas where my mascara got onto my skin. Nobody's perfect. Okay, so that is my quick and easy makeup routine. This is just great for everyday makeup. There's nothing crazy to it. Hopefully you learned something from it, and thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe. I really appreciate your support. Yalla, bye bye.